Here we are for sale our July 2021 on a 21 plate Volkswagen Transporter. This is the T6.1, so the facelifted T6. This is a T32, which means it's got a 3.2 ton gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 2-litre TDI diesel engine, which produces 150 brake horsepower, and that is accompanied with a 6-speed manual gearbox. And this is the long wheelbase Highline Kombi. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Highline Kombi of this age, and we'll also talk you through the bits which have been added to this particular example to make it really quite unique. And we'll also have a look in detail at the condition, seeing as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, I think the first thing that we should talk about is the colour. So this is a fantastic colour in my opinion. This is Ravenna blue, a metallic Ravenna blue. I actually had a Transporter in this exact colour myself. I just think it looks absolutely fantastic, a real timeless colour. And then I think when you accompany that with some of the bits which have been added to this particular example, I think it sets it off very, very nicely indeed. So we can see that this one is spec'd with a rear glazed tailgate. A tailgate is one door which opens up like so, and glazed of course because it has got the rear window there, which allows you some visibility out as a driver, and also some light in as well, crucially. Looking at that rear tailgate, we can see the first thing then which has been added, and that is the rear tailgate spoiler. And again, I just think that ties in really nicely with the rest of the styling. Some other bits here which have been added, we've got a nice gloss black rear badge. We've also got a Vanex carbon fibre rear bumper protector. And as standard on a Highline, you do get a number of elements which are colour coded. That includes the front and rear bumpers. You also get the door handles and the wing mirrors, all colour coded, and you get front and rear parking sensors. You can see the parking sensors nicely integrated there into that rear bumper. In terms of condition here at the rear of the vehicle, pretty difficult to fault if I'm honest. Let's have a good look here in the reflections, but you can just see lovely glossy finish to the paintwork. And in terms of any marks or blemishes, there's not really much that I can show you there. Let's open up the rear tailgate then, and we can start to have a look at the load space here in the back of the van, and this is where things start to really become quite unique. So this one has got a fantastic lining inside. It's been done to a very, very high standard. So not only is it of course carpeted, so the usual bare metal elements which you would usually see, like the wheel arches and inside the doors just here, of course all of this is carpeted, but all of the panels have been done in this fantastic suede lining, and there's also a very nice, quite subtle, but a contrast in blue stitch which goes right through all of the panels, and that includes the head lining as well. And that of course is there to contrast with the lovely body colour. But just done to a fantastic standard, I think it gives the vehicle a much more sort of premium feel to it. And we've also got these 8 spotlights in the roof. Now the spotlights actually come with their own remote. Not only can you turn them on or off, you can actually adjust the brightness of those spotlights here in the back, and you can also change the mode as well. I'm not sure if that'll pick up on the camera, but you can also have them in different modes. So as I say, they are flashing and things like that if you want to create a bit of a disco theme there for the kids in the back. Again, in terms of condition here in the back of the vehicle, very much like the outside, pretty difficult to fault, clearly been used as a car by its one previous owner. You can see plenty of tie-down points in the back of the vehicle as well, and of course this is the correct position here for the toolkit. But lovely, lovely condition in here. You get that nice soft touch rubber flooring in the back, and being a long wheelbase, it does give you that extra space in here as well. Even inside the tailgate, they have left, I say, nothing unturned here. They've done all of this in a lovely suede lining as well. And as I say, there's more to this lining in the front, which is really, really impressive indeed. If we shut the rear tailgate, then we'll continue to go around the outside of the vehicle and then moving down the passenger side here. And this is where you can start to have a look at the condition here on the outside, down the side of the vehicle. Again, just looking for those reflections, looking for any dings or dents or scratches. There's a couple of watermarks I can see from where we've washed it, but other than that, looking very, very clean and tidy indeed. While we're here then, we can see that we've got the lovely black sidebars and these very, very nice 20-inch gloss black alloy wheels. And let's have a closer look at those. They've got the VW centre cap there, and to me looking all free from any curbing marks or anything like that, looking very, very smart indeed. We can also see that we've got roof bars as well, and if we have a quick look at the front here, there is a gloss black front splitter and also all gloss black badges, so I think that is a gorgeous looking van where you can combine that with the Ravenna blue paintwork and as I say all these additional styling bits. It looks very, very nice indeed. Now when I show you these seats, as I did when I think I first saw them, I absolutely assumed that this was a leather and Alcantara interior, but in fact these are seat covers. Probably the best seat covers I think I've ever seen, if I'm honest. The brand here, Easy, E-Z-E-E, and as I say, these are seat covers. So these are completely removable if you don't want them. I guess you could take them off if you wanted to give them a clean and things like that as well. But again, just done to an absolutely fantastic standard. So as I say, leather on the outside, we've got the contrast in blue stitch. We've got the Alcantara or suede inserts here as well, and then this lovely blue stripe with the R-line badge in each of the backrests. Absolutely fantastic fitment on these. As I say, really did fool me, and I'm sure will really fool a lot of people. They are as close as you are possibly going to get to a full leather interior, which would be literally thousands of pounds extra. In the back of the vehicle then, we can also see that the previous owner has had all of these mats fitted here, so nice R-line mat, again clearly used as a car, and it gives you another look then at that lovely headlining here in the back with those LED lights, and something which I haven't seen on a van before, and that is this iPad holder here in the back. So this is called a Scan Strut. It's a Scan Strut product, and that is exactly what this is for. So you can maybe put an iPad or some sort of tablet device in here, clip it securely up there, and that gives your rear passengers, whether children or whoever it may be, a fantastic viewing experience. But the lovely thing which you can do is you can completely remove that very easily, so that you haven't got this hanging from the ceiling of the van all the time. So very, very easy to use, and I think a very ingenious product. Looking then into the front of the vehicle, then we can continue to have a look at the condition here. So absolutely faultless on the passenger door card. Again, we've got these lovely mats in the front here, I say, which give it a very, very car-like sort of feel to it. As I say, just brilliant condition, and I'm sure if you haven't already seen the mileage, you'll probably understand why. Not only has it got very low miles, but the previous owner has gone to the extent of having it serviced with VW as well. So it's 7,992 miles. On the 28th of June, it has had a VW service. So it is lovely to see that even with the very low miles that is on the van, it has benefited from that due in time rather than mileage. We can also see the full book pack is there, and we've got a cup holder up here on the top. And again, just having a good look here at these front seats, absolutely fantastic condition, and as I say, just a brilliant look. You've still of course got the twin captain seats here in the front with the adjustable armrests, so you can set those armrests to your desired height, but very, very smart indeed. If we shut the doors, then we'll continue to go around the outside of the vehicle before coming over to the cab on the driver's side. We'll talk you through some of the spec in there. Looking around here to the front, and I say we've not only got the gloss black front splitter here, we've also got all gloss black front end basically. So all the grills here behind the number plate, the fog light surrounds have all been changed for gloss black elements. The same with the big front grille and also that front badge as well. But it just really sets the vehicle off very, very nicely indeed. Having a look again at condition here at the front, it's very much free from stone chips. Maybe the odd one, that's not even a stone chip, that's a bit of polish, but maybe the odd one or two here or there, but otherwise looking very, very clean and tidy indeed. And I say this Ravenna blue is very, very nice, especially in the sun here today. Tiny little stone chip I can see just there on the front bumper, but otherwise absolutely spot on. Front parking sensors, as I mentioned, just above the fog lights there. And then finally having a look then down the driver's side of the vehicle, having a look at again the reflections where available there. Lovely glossy finish to the paintwork. The mirror caps all free from any marks as well. And quite unusual to see a long wheelbase. You can always tell a long wheelbase straight away by this part here. So on a short wheelbase, the wheel arch would be up to here. And it says this little bit extra here is about a foot in length. That is the difference with a long wheelbase. We don't get many. I think this is actually the first T6.1 long wheelbase we've ever had. That shows you how unusual they are. Opening up the driver's door then, we can start to have a look inside here. So again, the mats here in the front of the vehicle. Same for the driving position. Up on top of the driver's door, of course, we've got electric windows, electric heated folding mirrors. We've got auto-activated lights and wipers, 2 full remote keys with this vehicle as well. And again, just having a look here at the driver's seat. And of course, because these seat covers have been fitted, the original seats underneath are completely protected as well, so they will be in brilliant condition. Height adjustability here on the driver's seat. Having a look at the steering wheel, we've got the usual flat bottom leather steering wheel. On the left hand side, we've got the adaptive cruise control settings and also the volume for the radio. On the right hand side, we've got your onboard computer controls. And another little subtle change here, this little badge has just been changed there for an R-Line badge, which just ties in nicely with the seats, the carpets, etc. as well. If we jump inside then, we can start to have a look at some of the additional bits and bobs in here, but most importantly, I would say, is that fantastic headlining in the front. So this is where, as I say, this goes from just being a normal carpet lining job to something really quite exceptional, and that is when they've come into the front of the vehicle here. So not only have they done the headlining right through into the front, there's this lovely strip in the middle here which has got the blue stitching in it. But if we look at some of the details over here, they've done all behind the actual grab handle here, all completely stitched in with this blue stitch. Even the sun visors, again, all completely stitched in, and then there's a stitch which goes all the way around here as well. Really lovely finish to that. And then even down the front pillar there as well, again, all stitched down there, and even over the grab handle as well. And of course, the same on this side. Really lovely how they've done all of this. As a very nice attention to detail indeed. If we have a look in the middle of the vehicle then, 6-speed manual gearbox I mentioned at the very start of the video to go along with that 150 brake horsepower engine. You get heated windscreen and also air conditioning as standard on the Highline model. You can see down here we've got 2 USB-C ports. I've got my phone plugged in there, and that is because you have got Apple CarPlay as standard on the T6.1. An absolutely fantastic system, allows you to use your Apple Maps as you usually would. You can listen to your podcasts or music on here all very, very seamlessly, and you can even navigate by Google Maps or Waze if you prefer that. If you go back onto the radio page then, you've got DAB radio on here of course, and if I put the vehicle into reverse, you can see you've got your full front and rear park distance control display there as well. 8,278 miles recorded, so very, very low miles on this particular van. Just to summarise then, this is a one owner from new. It's a July 2021 on a 21 plate, so you've got manufacturer's warranty until July 2024. It's the T32, so 3.2 tonne gross vehicle weight. It's T6.1 of course, which is the shape. 2 litre TDI diesel Euro 6 engine with 150 brake horsepower, 6-speed manual gearbox, and the long wheelbase Highline Kombi. A fantastic spec of course as standard on the Highline, and then a number of very nice bits which have been added to this. I also forgot the front speakers have been upgraded in this particular van, and there is also a subwoofer underneath the driver's seat. Sorry, I forgot about that up until this point. It just came to my mind then with all of the bits which have been added. So you've got the gloss black front end, gloss black splitter, 20-inch alloy wheels, sidebars and roof bars, and of course that fantastic set of seat covers and the lining there in the back. If you'd like to see the full advert for this vehicle, including the price, the description and the photography, please head over to our website bridgeendvans.co.uk, and this is where you will find all of that. We will of course welcome inquiries on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance on all of our vehicles starting as low as 7.9% APR, and we can take cars or vans in part exchange, and we can deliver our vehicles nationwide. Thank you very much for watching.